Last CeDEM17?
Finished.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So same procedures every year? Do you know your questions off by heart?
No.
I don't either. I ask them every year. So what are your thoughts on e-democracy and open government in a nutshell?
Open government open government had some very interesting concepts, and these concepts are more and more they are used in other concepts. So I think the starting point of open government was very good for the discussion, but now the main elements of open government, like participation, collaboration, and transparency, they are included in the I would say in more or less all concepts. If you look to smart governance, if you generally look to on governance, so technology is used to increase transparency, to include people, to be more innovative, to use the data and bring together data and people. So I think open government was important for the beginning, for the starting point, but now the main concepts are included in the general concepts of how we govern our state.
So what does open mean to you?
Good question. Open, you could use open also in autocracy. So open data, if you look to the open data movement, then open data is also an issue in China. It just depends on what kind of data you provide, and yeah, so it's open is not only linked to democracy. So this is also, I think, at the beginning of our discussion, open was very much linked to democracy concepts or to democratic concepts. Now you see open is also used in autocracies. Yeah. For myself, open means more transparent processes. More transparent processes lead also to accountability, so that people see why and why people made the decision. So what were the main causes and the main arguments for the decision. And I think here we are still at the starting point. And yeah, so open is linked to transparency and access, so that we can access all the different data and information on every level, and especially in academia, as we discuss very often, we still have to do a lot so that the research results are really open for the public and also the researchers worldwide.
A case of good practice in e-democracy and e-government? Something, or maybe something that you think is particularly good?
Like just, if I, how often did we have that question?
Sorry?
How often did you ask me that question?
Every time?
Every time?
Every year.
How, 7 times?
Yes, I think since we've been doing CeDEM.
Wow. Because I think the first time that at the moment I have no idea what to answer. So there's not one single project which is popping up in my mind and then this is
That's a project of practice.
Yeah, or practice.
There's nothing you think is particularly good?
We have a lot of different projects, research projects, but also projects in the field of administration and government. But at the moment there's not a single one which really convinced me to 100%. So that I say this is really good practice. Okay. So there's a lot going on, but we still have to figure out how we combine technology and people and data. So I think it's I'm more confused than at the beginning of our research journey.
So is it maybe easier to name a bad practice in e-democracy?
No, it's not so much that everything is bad. So I don't want to that's not the case, but it's there's a lot going on, but I think that at the moment there's not really one thing or one project which really convinces me that I say this is really good or best practice. Yeah, so it reflects my confusion about this topic. Even we're doing research the last 10 years, in this 10-15 years in this field, but still we're at the beginning. And maybe now we see that even if we did so much research, we are getting more and more confused.
So what will we be discussing? We used to call this question at CeDEM in 2027. It won't be called CeDEM, but yeah. What will we be discussing at the conference in 2027, so in 10 years' time?
In 9-10 years, how we were able to use the data in the different processes, and how we were able to regulate data analytics. So how we regulate the data analysis. Because at the moment we're just doing the data protection. So, but I think this will not be the final solution. I think in the future we will really discuss which sectors are allowed to analyze data and how they are allowed to analyze data. So I'm sure that data analytics in the election campaign will be prohibited in 10 years.
Okay.
Because it's too scary. Yeah. And I think that will be the discussion, how we deal with the amount of data and possibility which technology offers to us. And I have no idea what the world will look like in 10 years.
Okay, cheers to that.
Yes.
Cheers to the end of CeDEM. The wine